Hi, ikaw pa rin ay nakatutok dito sa Obsuna Obsession. Welcome to another episode of Teacher Talk. And for today's episode, I'm gonna be vlogging about mindfulness. On my level best, I am going to share whatever knowledge and information that I have about mindfulness. I'm gonna be sharing what are the nuts and bolts, like everything that comes beyond and in between about mindfulness. What does it take to have mindfulness program in the school, and where is mindfulness stand right now? Bakit ba ako nag-English? So everything that has something to do with mindfulness, I'm gonna be sharing it out to all of you. But before that, I would like to tell a very big shout out to one of my friends. Siya lang naman ang head ng MAPE department dito sa Dubai, ng The Philippine School. Ang pinaka-lodi nating lahat, pinaka-kaibigan ko, si Sir Apple. Sir Apple, shoutout sa'yo. In fact, siya yung nag-request ng vlog na ito. So, eto na. Ito na yung vlog mo. It's all about mindfulness. And let's get started. Okay, first is mindfulness. What is mindfulness? Mindfulness is... Pwede ba pakicheck nyo na lang sa Google? No, I'm just... Ang dami kasi. Okay. If I'm going to put a single definition of mindfulness, mindfulness is as a technique that will bring us to a certain still moment, yung tinatawag natin being in the moment, yung space between the stimulus and response. So this is where the mindfulness is. With the proper technique, proper breathing technique, we will be able to come up with our appropriate response. Nasaan ba ang mindfulness ngayon? Bakit may ganitong kind ng trend ng mindfulness? Mindfulness is an effective way of thinking at the moment and thinking for the next step. When I say thinking, ito yung proper way of thinking. Ang mindfulness ngayon ay hindi lang being observed and followed sa school. We can also find mindfulness in hospital. We can also find mindfulness in some corporate areas, especially those business domain that requires creative inputs. You know, in order for them to think right, not only right, but think exactly right. Okay, they are all putting everything down, drop everything down, and just to think for a moment. Because the more that they master the art and proper way of breathing, okay, and being in the moment, they will be able to assess the situation, the stimulus, and because of the exchange of breathing in and breathing out, nakakaroon sila ng proper way of moving it ahead. And I'm so glad also that yung mindfulness is nasa sports domain. So most of the coaches now, especially during the cruel time, yung mga players nila pinapatawag nila for a timeout. Tapos quickly for 2-3 minutes of mindfulness, they're able to ask their player to settle down, breathe in and relax, think for a moment, okay, and assess the situation. So mindfulness ngayon ay hindi lang siya maganda para sa portfolio. Paano hindi maganda sa portfolio? If you're going to look at the mindfulness program ng school, hindi lang siya simpleng programa lang ng school, but it should be part of your culture. It should be part of the curriculum. This is a big word pag sinabing part of the curriculum kasi kapag gagawin mo lang siyang programa, ang mabibigay mo lang is some awareness na, okay, this is what mindfulness does. If you're going to look at and research on the school in US and in UK that practice mindfulness, you will about to know na hindi lang talaga program to ng school nila na for quite some time magiging ma-implement. But it will be a year-round and part of their culture, part of their curriculum. So, di ba nga, ang pagka-commercial nga ng mga school nila sa US at sa UK, sinasabi na we are a mindful school. Pag sinabing we are a mindful school, yung school namin talaga is ino-observe and part ng yung mindfulness ng culture namin. Bakit ba kailangan ng mindfulness? Kung halimbawa dito sa Dubai, kasi ang ganda. Ang ganda niyang portfolio. Ang ganda. Kung sa Dubai at saka dyan sa iba't ibang private school sa Pilipinas, kung nagpapa-accreditate kayo, kami dito kasi lagi kami may inspection, lagi kami ini-inspect, napakaganda po niya sa paper. Napakaganda. Kaya lang, dapat tama and dapat nasiserve yung purpose ng mindfulness. Hindi lang siya basta breathe in and breathe out. Okay, dapat it should be part of the culture at saka dapat proper way of breathing it. Okay? So, I'm gonna be sharing with you kung ano ba yung mindfulness sa school setup. Mabilis lang, papakita ko yung mga estudyante ko. So, yun. Ayun, so kinat ko na siya. I-share ko na lang yung description, yung link sa description below. So, more or less, this is how the mindfulness community and program in our school. So, nakita nyo yung iba't ibang age group ng estudyante. Ang gusto ko lang i-point out dito is dapat yung mindfulness, yung purpose niya is na-deliver mabuti at na-communicate mabuti sa mga estudyante. Kung nakita nyo yung mga primary students, may mga actions sila, may mga different breathing exercises sila na tinatawag. Kasi they will just get bored kapag yung simpleng be still lang, ganun-ganun lang sila, maboboard sila. So, nag-research din tayo ng iba't ibang mga breathing technique. Okay, so isa sa mga breathing technique na nakita nyo, yung finger tracing. Yeah. So, as they breathe in, tinitrace nila up, tapos trace down as they breathe out. Isa yon. Tapos meron din yung shark fin, nakita nyo. Pero may nakita kayo kanina yung malalaki yung estudyante, grade 11 and grade 10. Ano lang sila, yung talagang being still, tapos nag-breathe in and breathe out. Ang breathing in and breathing out, yun yung pinaka-importante. The ever first thing that you need to know as a teacher at kung i-implement mo is kung tama ba yung breathing in and breathing out. Hindi lang siya basta exchange of breathing and breathe out kasi if the breathing pattern is not correct, it is not going to be effective. Marami rin sa research, depende sa breathing pattern mo, pero essentially, ang breathing pattern ay you will be able to breathe in from your nose, deep breathing, and you'll be able to hold it for 6 seconds. That's advisable, 6 seconds. And release it from the small opening from your mouth very slowly. Kapag pinag-usapan natin yung neuroscience, ito na, neuroscience, yung pag ginagawa natin itong breathe in and breathe out, na-oxygenate natin yung part of the brain natin. And once our brain got oxygenated, blood, okay, yung from our circulatory system, nagkakaroon tayo ng nagbabranches out siya into secondary dendritic brain cells. Pag sinabing secondary dendritic brain cells, ito yung mga, for example, this is your brain cells. For this particular brain cells, pag yan lagi na-oxygenate, nag-grow siya into another secondary dendritic brain cell. And this, yung mga bagong brain cells natin, are our spaces giving us our brain more capacity to learn. So, pwede nating ipasok lahat ng mga information. If we keep on doing this, yun, mag-grow natin yung brain cells natin. Tatalino tayo. Diba? So, yun yung purpose. Bakit tayo nagiging still? Parang dinadrop natin everything. Yung space, ma-fulfill natin yung presence, space between stimulus and response. And at the same time, ma-oxygenate yung blood natin. Magkakaroon tayo ng right way of thinking para mag-react sa certain stimulus na meron tayo. Okay? So, bakit ba may iba't ibang mga breathing patterns? So, yung sinabi ko kanina, yung breathing pattern na 6 seconds, yun yung advisable. So, pwede din kayong mag-breathing pattern ng 1, 5, 7. So, breathe in. Tapos, pag isa 5, slowly breathe out. Then 7, fully. Okay? So, kunyari, breathe in. Take a breathe in. And you will count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Then on 5, you have to go slowly opening. And at 7, you can say, ha! Okay, so there are so many breathing pattern na research nyo. Pero ang advisable lang, you have to hold it for 6 seconds. That's the proper way. Okay. So now, I'm gonna be sharing with you yung iba't ibang mga breathing techniques. Importante yun kasi para yung bata hindi ma-bored. Usapan natin. So, sorry. Okay, this one. Scroll lang natin siya. So, this is shark fin. Scroll natin. This is finger hand o yung finger strength. shoulder roll. Dami pa siya. Bubbles. Oh, this is a mindful pose. We ask them to think of their favorite cartoon character or Marvel superhero. Anyways, I'm gonna be sharing na lang the links sa description below. Ang idea dito talaga ay dapat mag-concentrate sa breathing. Okay, with or without breathing techniques. I mean, mga breathing techniques. Basta mag-concentrate ka sa tamang breathing pattern, that's already mindfulness. Okay? Ang mindfulness sa school namin ay ginagamit sa klase. Ako sa klase ko, ginagamit ko siya after ng warm-up. Binamindful ko siya. So, halimbawa, pagkatapos ng warm-up, tapos magma-mindfulness kami, tapos papakita ko na sa kanila yung flow ng lesson. So today, we're going to do this. So tapos na tayo sa warm-up. Tapos pag papasok na kami doon sa mismong key concept, halimbawa, we are dealing with kicking sa football. So kung i-introduce ko sa kanila yung proper way of kicking, yung success criteria, so magma-mindfulness muna kami na, okay, put down muna tayo after nitong itong mga ginawa natin, pupunta na ngayon tayo sa key concept natin. Ganun din ginagawa ng ibang mga academic subject. Na kung gusto nila kung nandun na sila sa key concept nila, magma 1 minute breathing muna sila, papatuyuin muna nila yung bata, pag-i-stretching, tapos pag-i-inhale, exhale, tapos i-introduce na nila yung pinaka-key concept tsaka harder concepts of the day. Minsan ginagawa nila, pag nag-i-introduce sila, halimbawa from addition, tapos pupunta sila sa multiplication, yung repetitive addition. So, para magkaroon ng connection, so ginagawa nila in between, nagpo-provide sila ng small mindfulness activities. Ginagamit din ang mindfulness sa amin sa mga program. Okay, sa assembly, morning assembly, virtual assembly din, ngayon ginagamit namin. Ayun. Tapos pag may mga malalaang program sa amin, ginagamit din siya. Sa mga meetings din, kapag kailangan namin ng mga creative ideas, ginagamit din yung mindfulness. It doesn't have to be wild. Ang ganda na. It doesn't have to be wild. Kasi, kahit simpleng breathe in and breathe out, for as long as tama yung breathing pattern mo, pwede na siyang breathing exercise. Pwede na siya. Okay? So, ang mindfulness, kung gusto nyo maging mindful school, 3 yung consideration. 3. 1, it takes understanding. Hindi lang siya basta simpleng breathing in and breathing out. Dapat ang staff, bata, magulang, lahat, pati even principal mo, dapat alam what is the main purpose, #purpose ng mindfulness. Kasi kung hindi mo ipapaintindi what is mindfulness, it's going to be a mere show. It's going to be a mere show. Parang nag-show ka lang na wala naman siyang purpose. Number 2, if you wanted to have a mindful school, it should take a culture. So, dapat gawin mo siyang culture. Okay? Hindi siya yung parang program lang natin. This month it's a yoga, International Yoga Day this month of June. So, hindi lang siya basta 1 buwan, 2 buwan lang. Dapat it should be a whole year round. Dapat ilalagay mo mismo siya as part of your curriculum. Diba? Pag sinabing curriculum, everything that is happening in your school. Lagay mo siya. And 3rd, it should take a routine. Okay, dapat pinapractice mo siya. In any form sa school mo, pinapractice mo siya, be it in a regular classroom, be it in a school function, okay, in a regular meeting, or even talking to the students. Ang idea kasi noon, kapag pinapractice palagi, student will be able to get it as a habit, na-acquire niya yun as a habit. Okay? Meron kami ng mga middle school dito na every time na magtitake sila ng exam, pag nagre-review sila, tapos nagkakamap sila sa mga decision whenever they are feeling sad, kapag pinagalitan sila ng nanay nila, sinishare nila sa amin sa bahay nila, na napaglitan sila, ganito yung ginagawa nila. Pag may nakalimutan sila, pag-stress sila sa dysfunctional bus ride nila marami mga kwento ng mindfulness. Ang ginagawa daw nila is nag-breathe in and breathe out. So nakikita mo yung impact sa bata na this becomes a habit, and I think that is the main concept of being a mindful school, that will be able to transpire the practice that we have from the school sa kanilang everyday life, sa buhay nila, and that is application of practical skills and knowledge. So maganda siya. So yun lang. So kung nagpaplano kayo na mag-implement ng mindfulness sa activity nyo or sa school niyo, sobrang ganda niya and sobrang effective. Napakarami pa sa YouTube at saka sa Google na mariresearch nyo. So far, ayan lang yung mga general gist na pwede kong sabihin sa inyo, na it takes understanding and should be part of the curriculum, and it takes a routine para ma-power through nyo yung mindfulness program. So I hope na na nakapag-impart na naman ako sa inyo ng another pangmalakasan na mga concept about innovative PE way of teaching. Sa PE, sobrang magaling to. Sobrang PE to. Pag mga PE teachers tayo, tapos kailangan kunyari naglalaro yung team natin, tapos yung mga tipong last 2 minutes, ipa-mindfulness mo lang sila, magkakaroon sila ng better way of thinking. So there you have it. I hope you enjoy the session for today. And again, you are watching Obsuna Obsession.